Hello and good afternoon, everyone. I hope all of you guys will be safe. So, our topic is the mucormycosis, that is black fungus. So, let's start today's video. Guys, let me tell you first, at present, this disease is being considered separate from corona. Okay, this infection is presently from COVID 19. So, let's know it and how it spread. Mucormycosis, also known as black fungus, is a rare but dangerous infection, right? It's caused by a group of molds called mucormycetes and often affects the sinuses, lungs, skin, and brain. It means the sinuses are small air pockets located behind your forehead, cheekbones, nose, and in between eyes. It produces a type like mucus, which is very thin and flowing liquid. The disease is caused by fungal spores found in nature and organic matter, usually inhaled by humans from the air. The mold enters the body and then manifests around the nose and sockets, causing the nose to blacken and, if not stopped, will move fatally into the brain. Guys, it means it is spread from fungal spores that are present in the air or in the environment, right? Which are almost impossible to avoid. Now let us see who can fall prey to it or who is at risk. The infection can happen to anyone at any age. Most people will come into contact with the fungus at some point in their everyday lives. But you are more likely to get sick if you have a weakened immune system because of a medication you are taking, or because you have a health condition like HIV or AIDS, diabetes, especially when it isn't under control, cancer, organ transplant, stem cell transplant, injected drug use, bad health from poor nutrition, uneven levels of acid in your body, high levels of iron in your body. It's also more likely if you have a skin injury like a burn or wound, and cases have been reported in people with COVID 19. If we want to avoid any disease, then first of all we should know its symptoms. So let's see what are the symptoms shown here. The symptoms of mucormycosis will depend on where in your body the fungus is growing, right? They may include shortness of breath, chest pain, cough, fever, swelling on one side of your face, headache, sinus congestion, belly pain, nausea and vomiting, gastrointestinal bleeding, black lesion on the bridge of your nose and or in the inside of your mouth. If your skin is infected, the area can look blistered, red or swollen, right? It might turn black or feel warm or painful, okay? The infection can also spread to other parts of your body through your blood. As soon as we come to know the symptoms, then only we can find some ways to avoid them. So let's see its prevention. Medication plays an important role, right? Two main goals are sought at the same time: antifungal medication to slow or halt fungal spread, and medication to treat any debilitating underlying diseases. Amphotericin B is the usual drug of choice for antifungal treatment. Second, in addition, I think it's right, posaconazole or isavuconazole may treat mucormycosis. Patients may need additional surgeries and usually need antifungal therapy for an extended time period, depending on the severity of the disease. Guys, in severe cases, your doctor may recommend surgery to remove infected or dead tissue to keep the fungus from spreading. Right? This might include removing parts of your nose or eyes. It can be disfiguring, but it's crucial to treat this life-threatening infection. There is no way to avoid breathing in spores, right? But you can do a few things to lower your chances of mucormycosis. It's especially important if you have a health condition that raise your risk. So, no more prevention here. Stay away from areas with a lot of dust or soil like construction or excavation. Avoid water. Guys, if you have to be in these areas, wear a face mask like an N95. If you have a weakened immune system, avoid activities that involve dust and soil, like gardening or yard work. If you can't protect your skin with shoes, gloves, long pants, and long sleeves, wash skirts or scrubs with soap and water as soon as you can. In high risk groups such as organ transplant, antifungal drugs may be given as preventive. Guys, I just took the name of antifungal medicine a while back, so let's see how we can use it. This medication is usually given by injection into a vein as directed by your doctor, usually given once a day or every other day. Right, it should be injected slowly over 2 to 6 hours. Your doctor may give you a smaller dose first to test your response to the medication. Dosage is based on your medical condition, weight, response to the test dose, and response to therapy. Okay, if this medication is stopped 7 days or longer, then it should be restarted at the lowest dose and slowly increased. It may be necessary to continue this medication for several weeks to several months in order to treat certain infections. Stopping the medication too early may result in a return of the infection. So tell your doctor if your condition persists, okay? So this was our topic today, guys. See you soon in next video. Till then, let me tell you one more important thing, that everybody stay at home and be safe and wash their hands again and again. Guys, if you see black fungus disease symptoms, you should immediately contact an experienced doctor, right? And you need to be careful to avoid this disease. This is very important thing. If you get a little information from my video and get to learn something, please like it and share it. And if you still have any doubt about black fungus, you can ask in the comment box. Thank you for watching.